Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my quiet corner. I'm Carol, and today I thought I'd just play with some watercolor and just play with the different new paints that I got and do a bit of collage on my watercolor and just play with some stuff and just have some fun. I was perusing Facebook and I saw something that oh, now I lost it. Where did it go? There it is. Tamara Laporte. Hey, Colleen. Hi, Laverne. Tamara Laporte posted a very cute picture of an owl that she did. And oh, crap. I keep clicking and it keeps making it go away. I didn't want it to do that. But I don't know if anybody ever follows her, but it's willowing.org. She does some wonderful classes and different things like that. Um, but I got some new colors over Mother's Day weekend. Hi, Candy. And I got some Mayan Dark Blue, Mayan Blue Genuine, and Quinacridone Coral. And I've been playing and I've been wanting to do some specific watercolors. And I have been dying to get to this point a long time ago. And I think I am ready. I'm waiting on a new palette to come in so I can arrange my paints and have a specific set, not have 100 different styles of watercolor, but specifics in what I want to do. So, but I seen this cute little owl that Tamara Laporte did, and I thought, I want to do it. I did, I drew it up and I used a watercolor pencil to draw it. Hi, Ellen Vale. It's nice. It sounds like I should do more. uh, I am going to. Uh, in ways I probably will do via video, but I wanted to do these simple little things just for fun. But I'm just working on it. I'm working on it. But I did this little owl, and I hope you all can see this very well. Hi, Keeks, everybody that's coming in. I have this wet, and it's on a board, so I can lift and move, and you can see it's been sprayed. It's still wet. I have my gel plate here off to the side with my new colors that I have there, and my Daniel Smith and my Winsor Newton in this portion. So there are some more colors that are going to be coming. Hi, Margaret. And I will give an overview of my palette, how I set up my palette, and all of that wonderful stuff. But so far, I just did this. Now I have drawn out two different types of pictures in case we get one done rather quickly. I did a flower, a magnolia, and I did the owl. So I do have those that I want to do. Now, first I want to do my background. And my since it's already wet, it will definitely bloom and look really, really pretty and be blending. And I'm trying to figure out what I actually want to, what color pattern or what color I want to do. And I'm thinking I'm going to go towards more blues and purples because that's kind of what I like. And then have the backgrounds in muted colors, and that way the owl stands out. So I have a fan brush. You can use whatever brush you have, your clean water, and I am going to work on the background first. And it isn't going to matter if I go in, if it goes into the owl or anything like that. Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. I'm sorry I'm sniffy a little bit today, so pardon that. Hey, Cassie, blue and purple sounds awesome. Yes, he's going to be a cute little owl. It won't be identical to what Tamara Laporte has done because I'm putting my own twist onto it, my own added extras, so to speak. So it will be a little bit different. So now I started in my corners. I already put some. Oh, that's all right, Kelsey. You just relax. I started putting some of the quinacridone coral in the backgrounds. And I'm going to add some other colors like Quin Gold, I think, would look very nice in there. I have pre-wet my paints. And like I said, my paper is definitely wet. Hey, Anne. Hi, Lynn. My paper is definitely wet. And I'm going to just go around haphazardly and just continue on just doing my background because it is wet. It's going to blend, it's going to spread, it's going to continue moving all the way. Wherever you put that water and paint, it's going to go. So this is just a fun little project. I thought we could have some fun. Oh, that's cool, Lynn. That's nice. You're working in your everything journal. I have one of them that I like to play in as well. I'm going to go back to my quinacridone coral over here and just plop it in on the sides. I'm not doing anything special. My paper is not taped down, but I did put water under the bottom. So it is stuck to this wood. So I'm going to take some more quinacridone gold and just put it in and around. And just give him like he's in a little tunnel area, a little magical tunnel area. Hey, View, how are you? Hi, Helen. It's nice to see everybody. And again, I am just pushing it on here. And just letting it do its thing. Team fan brush for every coloring or crafting need, yeah. So let's move on and let this do its thing for a little bit. I want to add in, and this is called Unryu or mulberry paper. Now I went ahead beforehand and I stamped on my Unryu or mulberry and That way I can tear it apart. I really like this paper because when you tear it, it gives it a very fuzzy edge, and that is really, really nice. So while this is wet, I'm going to take and I'm going to put this down. Okay, where's my fan brush again? And just put it down on here and let it sit. Now I'm going to put this just about everywhere because I want it to blend. I'm going to wet the owl just a little bit more. I don't care if the yellow comes in because I'm going to be painting over it. So it's basically like an underpainting. Lynn, we're not going to call out people, please. Um, we're just here to have some fun. So don't worry about who's talking and who's not talking. Just enjoy the conversation, and we'll leave it at that. Please and thank you. We want to have a nice stream, don't want to have any problems. We're going to just move on and not worry about it, aren't we? And I'm going to put this one right here because it has a straight edge. And let that soak up the coloring underneath. You can see how nice it just soaks that up and pulls in what's behind. So that's really nice to have that. And it will pretty much stick. Now, if you're worried, oh, that's cool, Becky. Well, if you're worried about if it's going to come up or not, I take my Yes paste, and I add water to it, not tap water. Oh, what am I thinking? Anyway, I can't think of the special water. Yes paste. This is Yes paste with water, and I am putting it over the top of my pieces here. Now, watercolor and Yes paste, they get along that's it, Becky. Thank you. And the watercolor and the Yes paste get along very well. So that is distilled water in there to mix, and it's almost like um pancake batter. Pancake batter. That's what it's like. So yes. So you could take your next little piece and put it down there up in the corner and just take your Yes paste and put it down, let the water and it because of the nature of the paper, it will just soak it right up. And watercolor gets along very well with Yes paste. So now I have special water that I clean my brush off with off to the side for the Yes paste. And then, oh, thank you. Oh, yes, Yes paste is really great. So what I did was take my Yes paste and put it, this is Yes paste. I put, oh, a good amount of scoops in there, and then I added water and left it dissolve the Yes paste and kept stirring it until it became like so. So there's where that sits, and that is really, really, really nice. And I like how it looks because it gives it a nice texture feeling in the background. You can this paper is really, really good for letting your colors come through. And it stays very well, actually. I take a little bit of the Yes paste and just put it down. And Tamara didn't do this on hers. She just painted. Um, no, it's glue. It's actually it's more glue than it's not a medium. The gel medium is used as a glue, but it's basically it I don't know the whole difference between this, but it's ideal for scrapbooking. It's 100% acid free. It's perfect for archival. It won't wrinkle light or delicate materials. Non-toxic, water-based, no solvents, dries clear, easy to clean up, and recyclable. And to thin it, you can use water, but I use distilled water, and it says use at room temperature. Additional water may wrinkle paper, but I have not. Yes, it was created for the bookbinding industry. It's more of a paper product, but it's good for mixing with water. The the gel mediums are more of an acrylic based, and this is not acrylic based. That is the difference. So if you're getting the gel medium, it's more of for um, taking it to thin out your acrylics. So the Yes paste is good for like I took it out of here. A lot of people add their distilled water right into the Yes paste, but I like to have the versatility of being able to use it in its original form, like so. That's what it looks like. And I added the distilled water to get this to use with my watercolor. So that is what I'm using it for. Hi, Barbara. All right, so I put some papers down. It makes it look kind of cool. I'm going to add um, some of this to the owl part, but I'm just going to go right in with my Yes paste because I want my owl to be a, you know, a different color. It doesn't matter where it goes, and it doesn't matter if there's other colors on there because I will be painting over that. S Yes, that's exactly what I'm putting down. It's a mulberry unrue. It is great for tissue, for napkins. Um, let's just show you something else. This is a transfer tissue paper, and I have a little bit here. It's a little different texture. It's more thin. I don't like straight edges, so we're just going to peel them off. Now I'm going to take this little piece because it is not mulberry paper, and it is very thin. It's like a tissue paper. I'm going to take some of my watered down Yes paste. I'm going to add a little bit here, and I'm going to put this down here and just put it on there. It's not wrinkling. I haven't had any issues with this since I have started using it. It does look different. This paper, because it's a tissue paper, is not as absorbent as the mulberry paper, the Unruh paper. And so with the two different styles of paper, you're going to get different looks. So this one did not bring up any of it did get some over the top of it, but it didn't saturate like the mulberry Unroot paper has. So there's the big difference in that. But as we go, we're going to be adding more different things on top of this. So everyone is going to see something different. Kangaroo paper. Ah. No, this is made for paper. It does say what it can be used for. It's basically for paperwork, a delicate material, papers. Yeah, it doesn't say it's for fabric at all. That's probably why it's stained. So, all right, now we've gotten this far. Now I get to lose my fan brush here. We'll just put it off to the side. I have an idea of what I'd like to do for this little guy. You can use it with leatherette. Oh, that's cool. You go right ahead. Just yes. So I'm going to pull out these. I just got them over the weekend. So they have not been used yet. Only thing I've done has been taking off the plastic paper. It came with a nice sticker, by the way, which is kind of cool. So I thought these would be fun to play with also. So I thought I would pull those out because I thought it would make for nice details. It is a very strong adhesive. Yes, they are gorgeous colors. I was so excited when I saw them. Now, these, I got these at the art store over the weekend when my son took me to the art store. And this is a set of 30. And there's a set of 40 that is double the price on Amazon. But I figured this would be enough. I used to have the full set, but I never used them. So I sold them. And cuz I only ever looked and used certain colors, right? So it's like, "Oh, man, I want to, use the different things and try out, and play." So these are really nice. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go around the edge, and if I need to block somebody, I will. If need be, I do have mods. If it becomes a problem, we don't want to have problems. We're all here to have fun. So you will see the difference that some of the colors will take onto the Unruh paper because they're still wet. It will make a whole different look. And we are just going to go around the corners because I kind of liked that look. It gives it a whole different perspective, and you get to play with crayons, right? Crayons that are actually watercolor and go along the whole edge and bring that out. It didn't really make a difference here. And we will just move along and get some brushes out and move some of that. Oops, almost put it into my glue. I am just pulling this, and you can see the difference it makes. They really stay put on the watercolor paper. They are very much a staining product, so be aware that when you do use them, they do not move much. They stay put. So we're gonna go into um, a little bit of the owl. Now I want to do blues. So what I did was I picked out two of my new blues that I put over here on the gel plate because I had nowhere to put them. And I'm going to come in because these blues are granulating. And I just love that about the granulation in the paints. You've learned two new things today? That's awesome. So I am putting extra paint with a little bit of water in there so we can see the granulation. And I'm using the two tones to make it look like a sky in his belly. And you can see how the Unru paper takes on a whole different look compared to the um, the regular. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat as well as because I don't want to have any issues in my chat. Um, I want to give a little bit of coloring in here, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring in more of the quinacridone coral, and that is a transparent color. And I really like the transparency of it, but I'm blending it with my other color that I pulled from the Caran d'Ache crayons because I want it to have a two-tone. And you'll notice I always keep the point of my brush to the outer side because I want the water to go to the inside. Yes, paste is what you use for collage candy? That's cool. Yeah, it is very similar. You can use clear gesso and you can use watercolor ground. It is very similar. So I want to get, and when you're doing your watercolor, go to different areas. Like when you're working on your outside, you can go to this spot. When you go to this spot, you go up to your next spot and you just work your way through. Now I'm going to pick a lighter color blue. Bye, Lynn. And I'm going to put the ears in the lighter color blue, the little wings of ears. And I want him to be more blue. So I think what I'd like to see is a little bit of bluishy green in here. But I'm gonna bring in the purple because I want him to have like purple cheeks and bring that out. If you do hear me having trouble speaking, it's because a year ago I had to have dentures because of health issues. So yesterday, I went and got a new pair because the day before they broke. And I am just getting used to uh, new dentures, so it makes it quite difficult sometimes. And I'm trying to basically learn to talk all over again, and which is can be very hard. So I just thought we would have some fun and play and create this cute little owl. Like I said, it's from Tamara Laporte, and she has you wouldn't know. Well, let me tell you, I know when I end up biting my cheek or biting my tongue, and it's like ah. Oh, thanks everyone. Yeah, it was really frustrating because I was having Chinese dinner on Mother's Day, and all of a sudden the pink part broke, and it was like, holy moly! It was surprising. I knew there was a crack. I've been having issues from day one with the set I had because it was under warranty when there was still issues. So I went and they said they would fix everything, so they're fixing it, but I got this whole new set. So it's like we are in a process of learning how to re-speak because no matter how many times you get a set made, they're always different, and they um, they seem a little bit bigger. So it's like, oh my gosh, I was just like, please. So yeah, it was not a fun time having to get all of the impressions done a couple of weeks ago because they were already within the first week that I had them, and it's been a year. It's been a year, April, and if anybody's ever had dental issues, you'll know that it is not the most pleasant thing to go through. But I was having lots of health issues, and it was basically one uh, abscess after another, and it was very painful. So I went, and my doctor said it was time. So we made the appointment, and that day, the April, it was really funny because I had my teeth done. I had immediate dentures put in, and from there, at the end of May, within 6 weeks, because I still had the immediate dentures, within 6 weeks we were going on a holiday. So I was learning, and I was grinding my food and everything so I could chew and heal because you're not allowed to. eat, crunchy food or anything. And we were going on holidays. My son even brought uh, a food processor along on our camping trip so I could come along on holiday and still be able to eat. So it was hilarious. Oh my gosh, it was. But all in all, so that within the first 2 months, the dentures started to crack because these ones are the 3D and you get them made before you get your teeth done. You go in and you actually get your first set of dentures done while you still have your teeth. Well, holy moly, this was not a fun thing, let me tell you. And they were always bigger than it should have been. So we went and got that taken care of, got all the sets and everything. And then, oh my gosh, you would never believe that, hey, Belinda, within the first little bit that they would start cracking they were supposed to last 5 years. Like, seriously, 5 years. Hi, Vicky. So I went in time with warranty, so they are covering warranty, and which is good because holy moly, they're not cheap by any means. And when they said that they would honor everything, which they should have, because it's it's still within the 3-month period. And so that's what these are. A year later, they said I had to wait a year, try and make them last a year to come back in once my gums and everything has healed. So it's like, holy moly. All right. So we went in and got all of this taken care of. And yesterday was the first day that I got my new ones. Yeah, it's a big process, because your gums, if you get your permanents before you, your gums have a chance to heal and they shrink, your teeth are going to be really, really huge and fall out. You'll be needing so much stuff in there to hold your teeth in, and it's like, wow, I don't want to have to deal with that. So I waited the year, and now we finally have um, this is what they call a permanent set, but 3D printed. And I will be getting the hand milled ones after this one because I had the opportunity to be able to get them. So, hi, Sophia. So I have to go through all of the shaping and the everything again because every time we go in, like right now, there's a couple of little spots that are rubbing, and I need to when I go back in, I have to go on Friday because I just got these yesterday, and on Friday I have to go back in for some adjustments. It's just not like a print and play, It's just everybody's mouth is very different, and where the bones stick out, sometimes they rub, and it's like, holy, what does hand milled denture mean? Yes, handmade. They they actually do it by hand instead of 3D printed. I said, give me the file so I can 3D print my own, please. They started laughing at me. It's like, I know how to use a grinder. I know how to use a file. Just give me the file and I can just go to the 3D printer when I need a new set. I can make my own. Oh my God, she was just laughing like crazy. But I was serious. It's good to see you too, Safia. Have a good day. But yeah, so being that these are new every now and then, I end up your jaw just does its own thing and you end up biting your cheeks or whatever. It's like, oh crap. So anyway, yes, we are working on a Tamara Laporte owl, and we will be doing some detailing after I get done telling you all my woes, right? But oh my gosh, yeah. So that's where we are. I am using little bits of Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s, and these come in handy when you want to do some of the details, if you have them, like I'm doing here with the feet. I'm using these with, and they work really great. I mean, these, like I said, they are very staining. So be very careful where you put them because there is no lifting these puppies up at all. No lifting. I'm trying to go easy over the paper that's there so I don't tear it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I give him a little bit more of a substance on this other foot. He's sitting on a branch. I think he's coming to, what are they like when dry? Um, just like a watercolor because they will move if you wet them. So it's basically just like a watercolor of a raven mask. Ah, that's cool. I love indigenous work. It's beautiful. I have some of that in some of the books that I have. But don't be afraid to mix and match your watercolors, your inks, anything, and blend them. They will blend with your regular watercolors. They just don't lift like regular watercolors. They really do stay put. They really do stay put. I really don't like how that looks on that edge, but we will deal with it. All right. Now I want to give them some eyes. And I'm thinking we're going to go from Faber-Castell and Daniel Smith to my collection of watercolor pencils. I have been picking these up little by little at the art store. So I have I thought I would use some of these for the eyes. I think I like this one for, now she did two different color eyes. I think I'm going to go green and blue instead of green and brown. She did green and brown. I'm going to do green and blue. And I think I'm going to use those two. Hey, Cindy. He's looking a hot mess, but he will come around. I promise you. He will come around. I'm putting my stuff in each other. I think I should put the lid on my glue so it does not. Hey, Spider. You're getting ready to set up and paint? That's cool. I'm going to do a green eye over here. I think that would look really nice. We'll give a green eye and a blue eye. Try and make them about the same. So if you have a variety of different types of watercolor pencils, you are really can mix and match. You have an endless supply of different things that you can do. I think he's getting there. Now I need some black. Um, the black I'm gonna wait until the last. Oh, thanks, Ellen. Loving the whimsy owl. This is a Tamara Laporte style. She posted something very similar, so I thought I would do my own little take on this little guy. And I think I have some. This is a gray, a warm gray. I'm gonna give this guy or girl. It's a blue, so it's a girl. I think I'm gonna give him some um eyelids. So I'm gonna put the eyelid in here. I think that would look nice. I think the eyelid will go. It's gonna be more black. Um, it will have more black in there. It will look really nice. All right, so next, next, we're still kind of wet, but that's okay. I want to give some more of a cheeky look. So I'm going to pull out, actually, no, I'm going to use my Caran d'Ache crayons because I got them. You got them, you use them. Use them. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm just going to lightly color to give a cheeky look to this little owl. Just take your time and just work your way through. Make your cheeks a little bit more pronounced. Go up to the beak a little bit. And that way it's blushing. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. I am going to just kind of mute this just a smidge so I can bring out the color. Now, there is something else you can do with your backgrounds and stuff, but I don't like how that is looking, so I need a little bit of a towel just to blend my edge a little bit. Took too much off. There was too much water on my brush. That happens sometimes. He'll come around. He'll come around. You always get that ugly stage before you get to the good stage. And I can see my watercolor lifting more than the more than the crayon. Hey, Dana, nice to see you. So we're going to just take and pull that in. And have to add some more of my pink in here because it just pulls up my watercolor. No ugly stage here. Keeks. The wise owl on the potato chip bag. Oh gosh. Well, hopefully you have pens and things because that's going to be our next little thing. But I want to add some more blues up in here, and it's going to look rough, rustic, like hair, like feathers. You don't have to be perfect. Buying products. You just ordered Yes Paste. Oh my gosh. Ah, yes. So we're going to take and add more color, more flair to his little ears with the other blue. We're just gonna make him. He reminds me of almost of the Lion King. Blame Carol, Kelsey. It's all good. Sure, why not? Ah, okay, View. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's just you're a new subscriber? Oh, thanks, Ginger. It's nice to see you here. It's nice to see you here. Well, we're going to work and do a little bit more coloring into the purples because I want more purples. I want more purples. Let's go over here to this purple. This is Imperial Purple. I want them to be more purpley. And again, we're going over the Unru paper. The Unru paper will give the paint a different look. How many people like to paint flowers? Because I did have another page ready to do flowers. Okay, Keeks, have fun. Have fun. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Ah, I don't know, but I do like Tootsie Roll Pops. So I wanted this a little darker. So I went with Moon Glow instead of Imperial Purple. I love Moon Glow. Now, Moon Glow is another um, granulating paint, and I really love granulating paints. But I have some project ideas coming. There were, Becky, yes, lots of owls. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I like this or not, but I think it needs some more blue in here. I'm just going to pull this up. Watercoloring does take time. So sometimes you're going to buy a blue-gray pencil to match it. The lunar blue? Oh, yes, I love lunar blue. I love lunar blue. I'm going to bring this down. Now, this paper that I'm using is the Canson. I do have arches, and I will be using arches in my next project. It will be flowers, but I am going to, hi Christina, I am going to be using the Arches paper. Because I have had it now for 3 years and I have not touched it. And I think it's time I cut it and I used it because my son says, stop hoarding it, just use it. So, yes, we will be using the Arches paper. Now I'm adding just a smidge of Antwerp blue here. I like Antwerp blue as well. I figured that would look good. Oh, wait till we get to the details. We haven't even gotten to the details yet. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the details. Um, I'm thinking I need to let this just 3 years, 30-year-old. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have my Arches paper is only 3 years old. But there is some stuff that I have that is older. Hey, Claudia. Thanks. No, actually, I am using Daniel Smith, Winsor Newton, Caran d'Ache, and Faber-Castell all mixed together and collage. So we're doing a mixed media style owl. So now she has some details going around the outside. And I'm thinking blue. So I'm going to pull out this blue. This is a cobalt blue. And I'm going to do some just doodles around this guy in blue and in purples. I think that would look really good. So there's one round. And what are we going to do? Lilac, violet, periwinkle. One nice thing about having just so many of these and not all of the colors is because you will actually use them. So now we're going to go in each one of these and go around. Now you can use, if you have regular color pencils or watercolor pencils or Inktense pencils, you can use any of the above and to do your detailing. So you can just continue and play. And I'm gonna leave this kind of airy, because I like the outing look, the airy look. Now I'm gonna take this and I am just going to go like this because I know this paper is damp. So when you take a watercolor pencil or crayon or whatever, or Stabilo All, anything water, if you take your damp paper and you put your brush onto it, your marker or your whatever you're using, it's going to permanently stay. It's not moving because that water just sucked that color right in there, and it's not a watercolor, so it's not going to lift. All right, so he's got purple, he's got blues. I'm going to take and bring up some of this purple into his little feathery ears, just so it all brings it all together. I do like, this is a lighter purple, so I am going to take and do half of his eyelid in purple and half in blue. And I think that will give it a nice look and blend it in the middle. Now I think this is going to look just amazing. Balance. Yes, balance. I think this will look just amazing when we get to the detail part because I am looking forward to that part. How are you doing, Beth? And you can do the same when you get down to the bottom and you've got the little fingery feathers. Just make them look like feathers. Give them a little bit of detail. Yes, I don't have any of the Kuretake um, paints. I've been looking at them. I put them in my cart and I take them out, and I put them in my cart and I take them out. And what I ended up buying instead of that were these. And this is the Mayan Blue Genuine, and I got the Mayan Dark Blue and the quinacridone coral, and I have quinacridone burnt orange coming, as well as another color. So I have those colors, and those are I got those because they're granulating. I can take, if I wanted to create with different colors, I can mix them and still get the granulation of the 2 colors. So that is another thing that's no, I haven't seen them on Amazon Canada yet either. I've been looking, but I haven't seen them. So, all right, let's put those colors in there. Now, I have, and here's where the mess comes in. I need to do my brown, but um I think I'm gonna take and use this. Sorry for the shaking. I haven't used this yet, so I'm definitely going to just play. Yep, I'm in Canada. I'm in Alberta, actually. This is a Winsor& and Newton dip pen gold. I think it's, yeah, this one's gold. I'm gonna use this for, ah, it's not dark enough. All right, let me wash my brush, get some brown. I need to get some brown in here. And then I'm going to put the gold on. Yes, Beth, how are you doing? I saw you were having some blood pressure issues. That's not a good thing. But I'm going to take this and bring this branch right out to the end. I forgot about the branch, but that's all right. We're working with it. Yeah, I've been debating. Like I said, I put them in my cart and I take them out, and I put them in my cart and I take them out. So who's to say? And Beth, thank you very much. Even though it's so expensive up here, watching you and Colleen play in that ledger journal, I had to have one. I was going to make my own. I have the means to make my own, but instead, I got the ledger journal coming. Won't be here until Saturday or Sunday or somewhere, but if it comes earlier, that would be great. So I did get the journal. I didn't want to spend the amount that they wanted up here, but I did. I got it. Let's just keep going straight over. And you can see where the changes happen. I'm letting my brush dry a little bit so I can get texture, making it look like wood and letting it lift just a little. I'm going to bring up another little bit right there. The Delusions one, yes. Oh, I have been like just so many times because, limited funds. I use and save for all the time. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm going to put this in there because I want the gold flecks. So I am definitely submerging my brush so I can get the gold flecks because I want the gold flecks in the brown. I want the branch to stand out a little bit. So I'm using the gold over the watercolor, which looks really cool. Now that it's all blendy blendy. So don't hoard all of your products for just like certain projects. Like you can take and use everything you own in one veil. I know, right? So this is a great way to do it. Take your bits of take your watercolor paper or if you have stamps to create ledgers, which I do, which is where this came from, and take and use all of your stuff. Use your collage, use your watercolor, use your acrylics, use your inks, use it all in one. So, it's like, why put it on a shelf? Watercolor is good for everything. I use it on all kinds of papers. Exactly, Becky. Throw the entire sink down. Enjoy your stuff. Okay, Helen. Thanks for staying. What is a ledger journal? It's a Dino, is it Dina Wakley? Yes, that's why they call it mixed media. We're having a mixed media day. Oh, you're welcome, Ellen. Yes, I'm going to be getting into some of that myself, Vale. So, oh, you're welcome, Helen. So that is why I got it because I want to do collage and painting and everything. So this is like a preempt to the journal part of things so I can practice on my watercolor using all of the things. So now if you want, being that this is kind of dried, but not dried, I want to take and use one of my stencils. So what I have is this little brush thingy here, and I'm going to dip it in my water. I'm going to dip it onto my towel to get some of it out. And here's where you're going to use everything. You're going to use everything. You can see how heavy this is right here, how different this looks here. So I'm going to take this. This is wet. It's damp and it's full of husky fluff. How do you like that? So I'm going to take this and I am going to rub this over that and pull it up and make a mess. Because you know why? This has something on it. I didn't wipe it off, but that's all right. So what we're going to do is because it has that there, I'm going to take and do the same thing over here, and it's going to give the blues over here. Dab it up, wipe it off, and it pulls up the pinks, but it also I got to take some of the water out of my brush. It pulls up the pink, but it also puts down a little bit of the blue, which is bringing in the blue from the owl to the outside. Happy accidents. So if it happens once, it can happen again. We'll do it again. Then it's not an accident anymore. It's made to happen. So we're going to do a little bit more down here because I had blue onto that. It's fine. It's all going to be fine. We're going to do some more blues up here. We're pulling up the pinks. We're taking whatever was on our stencil that we didn't know was on our stencil and create more mess, like so. But doesn't it look neat? Like, who would have thought? Oh, thanks, Macy. Nice to see you. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of that there. And a little bit over on this side. And just dab. It makes it look different. Looks like hanging vines. It does. You could put little green stuff on there. But I had blue ink on my stencil. I didn't think it would come off, and it did. And another thing that came off was my paper because I didn't glue this one down. So we're going to go back in. See that? Accidents happen. You just go with the flow. If something doesn't stick proper, you go back in because, like I said, I didn't glue this one down. This one was just the water. And I'm going to go back in. I'm going to use my Yes paste. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it back down and glue it. And glue it, which is fine. So windows on skyscrapers? That's cool. That's cool. So now that we had an oopsie's fine. This guy's drying pretty good. Still has some issues. I see this is a sink cover that I am using as my board, and I wet it and I put it down. This wipes off very easily. So I'll show you the back. And there goes my picture. All right, because it's drying, so it's ready to do the next stage. Now, what I'm going to do for the next stage is probably pull my Bic pen because I want to go in with that first. Because if I go in with anything else while it is wet, I'm going to have issues. But with a Bic pen, because it does not move, it needs some texture paste. I do have texture paste. I do have texture paste. I'm going to do some of my outlining with the Bic pen because it works really, really well. He's going to have some cute little eyes. We're going to give him some eyelashes. And just have fun. Like, don't even think about it. Just go in and play. Like, you can actually see how much difference can happen. Like you've got stages. So when you're working in your stages, you just take your time, and each stage that you go to, it turns out to be so different. And you can see with the eyes on how different they look. And they don't even have the highlights in yet. There's no white on here yet. Still need to do our details. We've gotten a lot done in an hour. And I know a lot of people can't stay for longer than an hour, and that's just fine. But now that he's a little dry, I can actually turn him and come back in now. And I will go over this with India ink after, but I want to be able to show you how different, even with just a big pen. Texture paste, yeah, I was thinking more on his belly. I think that would look really cool. So, you can have fun playing and you just enjoy the process. Don't even think about what you're doing. Just even if you mess up and have to make a second line, that's fine. Just enjoy it. Have fun. So now I got to turn him back around. It's really it's so much difference. It's so different. Now, Becky does some amazing owls, even stitched ones. So you should check out some of Becky's. So yeah, let's just, give him some more feathers. Feathers and eyelashes. A little bit extra there. I will come back in with, like I said, a darker color, a darker black, but I'm kind of liking the outline look. I'm really liking that. And even if you screw up on your outlines, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And you can see how it changes things. Now, on hers, she actually, Tamara Laporte is very famous for doing wings or butterfly wings on all of her animals. And I'm going to add that because I think I think they really add something to it. So you use whatever pencil you have, and just create your designs. Just have fun. Just have fun. It looks like a giant ATC. Well, actually, I'm going to turn this guy into a sticker. Yep, they use I have very limited paint pens and I will be using those, but for the initial line, I'm going to start with this and then I can change things after, but I do have a lot of India ink and Sharpies. I do have some Sharpies. So this is basically a Tamara Laporte design, and the things I love, I like stars and moons and suns. So I'm gonna create little details here. So I have a moon and a star, or a moon and a sun, and then I'm gonna put a big star down here because I want his belly to be more uh, sky. So it's outer space is his belly. So over here, we do the same thing. And I will probably have to use a marker over here because it doesn't want to write on that stuff. A lunar owl. Yes, basically. He's a lunar owl. Yes. With a little bit of a magical touch to him. And to those who know me for a very long time, know that my initial channel was the Magical Touch Studio. And everybody knew me as Carol TMT because TMT is the magical touch. And I figured I would kind of lean back into that. And we'll add some more details down here. And now we'll do some more stars and moons. And we will go back in and you remember Whispering Cauldron? Yes. Yes. But they all had the Magical Touch Studio. Let's do some more stars down here. Now that paper is a little different than this side, but it'll still look good when you start doing details. Once you start adding in all of the fun stuff, it looks great. I have to say though, that blooper of the stencil, it kind of brought the paper together. Aw, thanks, Ellen. Yes, I know, 975. Hey, Gwen. I'm getting there, slow but sure. I'm hoping by the end of the month to hit 1K. I'm hoping. So now I am thinking we need lines up here, but I'm gonna do multiples because I like the scribbly look and it makes his wings look so much nicer. Hi, Evie. It's nice to see everybody here today. I hope you're enjoying the watercoloring. It's a mixed media watercoloring. It's taking longer than I expected. I actually had two projects um, prepared for today because I didn't think this one was going to be, you know, taking so long, but it is. I am going over my, oops, not good. Hold that right up. Over the gold with my pen because I want to give it the wood look. Be careful if you have not dried your paper because if you continue on like I'm doing without drying in between, you're going to end up pulling up your collage because it's still wet. So you have to either dry it or just let it sit. And I have done neither because I wanted to kind of complete a project with you. We haven't had a lot that we completed. So I want to be able to complete something. I do have a couple of white pens, which I will be getting out. I'm being very gentle going over my wet collage that's still sitting there. So please do, if you are following along, make sure you do leave it dry. Make sure you leave it dry. And I will be coming back in with a heavier pencil. Like I said, do you. Like if you don't like something, change it. If you want to do more colors, go for it. But just enjoy your process, whatever you do. Like I said, this is Tamara Laporte, willowing.org. She has done some amazing pieces, and I'm sure you would love seeing a lot of what she has. Now, I do have some metallic color pens. Like I said, we're getting all this stuff out. And I am going to do some metallic purple dots over here because I can. And here. And that unruh paper, because it's not dry, is fuzzing up, which is fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. And I have some metallic pearl. And here's where the fun comes, right? I think you're supposed to shake these. I haven't used them. Like, I really haven't used them. All right. Let's just see what this will do. Let's just see what this will do. Will it work? I don't know. That doesn't seem to want to work. That's why they were cheap. Do I have an acrylic paint marker? No. Where's my white? There's black. Black. White. Let's hope. Let's hope for the best. All right. This one hasn't been used yet. It's not even white. Come on, you can do it. They're probably dead. This is what happens when you don't use things, people. Get your stuff out and use it. Use it before you can't. Come on, you can do it. And I don't even have any of that bleed proof white. I'm pretty sure I don't have any white. Why is this coming out a different color? This is not white. It's like the crap colors coming out. Well, now what do we do? Now what do we do? And I don't even have, well, let's see what's in the drawer. I need a white something. Markers, no white. No white pens at all. I did have white. Well, now. I did used to have white. I don't have white. What am I going to do? I had gold, white, and silver, and now I don't have them. I don't know where they went. Anyway, do what you have, use what you have. If you have silver or something else, sparkle gem on her forehead, yeah. Let's hope. I can't even get any of these marker pens to work, and they're all point down. So go figure, right? Gouache, acrylic. Yes. Good idea, Kelsey. Thanks. All right, now we're pulling out the acrylics. We've got white. I didn't even think of the acrylics, but yes, there we go. We now have acrylic paint. So that will do. That will do. We can use the white paint. It's mixed media. We will do everything, right? We will use everything. I just killed my brush going in the bottle. There. Yay! Yay! We have white. We have white. All right, let's just take some of this white paint out, put it on the gel plate, because that will make life so much easier. Put that back there. Forward ho! Yes. All right, now we have, we can just add some little lines in and around. It gives it that look, and also when you're doing this, it is going to move your, it's going to move your paint. So just remember that when you go back in with your acrylics, just the more you brush, the more you move. So just be careful of how much you brush because your white won't look white anymore. All right, now, really, really disappointed that the the white pens did not work. But that's okay. We will make do. We will make do. And I'm doing my own designs in the belly. So, if you have a specific design that you like, you can make your own. Hi, Colleen. Thank you. This is a Tamara Laporte style. She posted something in one of her mixed media free sessions, and I decided I would try it and do my own twist on it. Do you like SY better than YouTube for a live StreamYards? It's easier to set up, Evie. I find it easier to set up. I'm going to take a little bit of this white and a little bit of my watercolor, if it'll let me, and create a little bit of an acrylic mix over here with my white, because I want to do just random little dots with the white. That's not enough. Just like stars. But I want to put it so it looks like the legs are right there, little fluffs, and then continue with little stars. And my brush is very ratty, so being that it's fluffing out, it looks kind of like different shapes. Ah, he's getting there. He's getting there. He's very, very, very busy. He's a very busy little guy. And I'm kind of dry brushing up here to give that look. The wisdom of night sky. Yep. Yep. So it looks like the feathers. And for the arms or the other wings, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my brush because it's very, it's fuzzy kind of. And I want it to continue that dry look going up the arm, even though it's blue, to make it look like the feathers. A little bit more white as I go up to the top. Now, he's just wonderful. He's like, oh my God. He's so busy, busy, busy. He is a busy bird for sure. All right, now I want to put in the little eye part. And I'm just going to use the back of my brush and create the highlights. And you can use the back of your brush for all kinds of designs as well. And I think I just might. I could go and take and use a stencil, but I think what I'm going to do is just use the dots in the back to push the coloring back a little bit. It may be a little bit too much, but you know what? It's too late now, isn't it? It's too late now. I'm still going to add other things to it to bring him out. But I think it does give it a different look. Let's just clean the back of my brush. Isn't he cute? Now, I did have a moon up in this area, up in here, but that kind of like got washed out. All right, Dan, no worries. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you could be here. All right, so now I do have my Black India ink, and I'm going to get a very fine brush. Yeah. Oh, Kelsey, I can just imagine. I can just imagine. Now I'm going to take a script liner and dip it into my ink because I want to bring out the color a little more. And this will make a big difference, believe me. This will make a very big difference. And I am, oh, you'll see the finished project, Colleen. I'm so glad you're here. We're almost to that point, really. I am just trying to finish up the end here with giving him this outline. And I think that makes a big difference in him. So if you got a script brush and you got some ink, if your pens don't want to cooperate with you, you go to the next best thing. You go to the next best thing and you take out your fine liner. If your fine liner doesn't work, you get your script brush and you continue on. Oh, thanks, Dan. It's nice to see you here. This is just playing today. This is playing. I wanted to play with all the toys. So I decided it was time to just get out everything and just have at it. Just have at it. Now I'm just doing a wiggly squiggly line for the branch because it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. And add in little lines, just random. and add the other branch going up. And like I said, this is an India ink, so it will dry matte. It will not be glossy. Just randomness going on. Putting in the continuation of lines there. And I went a little heavier on the moon because I wanted it to stand out. Thank you, Becky. You have a good evening, Becky. So now we're going to just finish up with the wings. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Mine is not perfect. All right, now I'm going to go in the eyes so they are more solid than they are at present. I need to turn this so I don't put my hand in everything. And I did put extra ink on this time. I didn't wipe it off so I could get a full black. Kelsey. uh, that's all right. We'll work through it even if we put our hand in it. And that was a boo-boo. So I will just make it shadowy because I went too fast around the corner. That happens. If something happens, don't panic. Don't panic. Just go for it. I find that using script liners sometimes it has a mind of its own. Hey, Cranky Crafter. It's nice to see you. We're having a watercolor day. Don't panic, you curse. Yeah, well, that happens. That happens. And the one nice thing about going over it when I use my pen is it kind of gives a line for your brush to follow, which is kind of cool. Look, I think it's looking pretty cool at this point. It's a wild looking little owl. This nice little hoot owl. And again, you want to do quick and simple feathers and lines. So it gives it that whimsy look. And have it just come out. I'm not even taking my time. I'm not even following anything up in there, so it gives it that feathery look. Every day is a good day for watercolor. Yes, you'll be seeing a lot more watercolor. It's an owl full of lunar wisdom. Yes, definitely is. Now, here comes the fun part. Don't mess up the face, right? Don't mess up the face. It's looking pretty good. We're actually going to finish this project. So even though it is taking us, a little bit longer than I expected, we are actually going to see a finished project. Like I said, if you want to see more of this style, you go to Tamara Laporte, willowing.org. She has a lot of this style showing. She does classes, but I did my own twist on this because I made a bunch of changes. He even looks good upside down. I think it's not bad. I haven't done this style in a very long time, and I thought it would be fun to give it a go. I will put the link to Tamara's website, and she does have a YouTube channel actually. So if you're interested in seeing her stuff, she has a lot of people that do classes with her, but she does do a lot of free stuff, a lot of free week sessions before puts out her classes and everything. So I haven't watched her lesson. I only seen the picture she posted. So I haven't seen what she's done in her video or anything. I intend to print stickers. Yes. I'm going to make some stickers for some people. I'm going to scan it. So if you're interested, I will probably put a scan in my Facebook group, and it will be there. I probably gave him too many eyelashes. But, you know, to each their own. Maybe he has an overabundance of eyelashes. So if you're not a member of my Facebook group, it is My Quiet Corner, has my picture. The other thing is, I maybe even on the Kofi page, false eyelashes. Yeah, definitely, definitely false eyelashes. Now these things I don't want to mess up, so I'm going to take my time. We're almost there. We still have some eyelashes to do, and I want to add some to the wings here. So if you haven't joined either my Ko-fi or my Facebook group, please do. I like outlining a lot of different things. And I do know, a lot of people have their own tastes. I don't know about the background, if it would be a good idea for, I guess it would look all right, even with the background. Now, you got to be careful because this Unruh paper has decided it wants to do its own thing over on this side, which it doesn't want to stay uh, smooth. I'm on Instagram, yes. You like him better upside down? I do post on Instagram. I do post on Instagram. Okay. Now we're going to go in and make a mess again with black and get it all over the place. I got to do the bottom eyelashes. Well, crap. An upside down owl. Ah, all right. So, what else? You just go until you think you're done and have fun doing it. Now, you can go back in if you wanted to and create a bunch of different lines. Hey, Wand. See cussing. It's getting there. It's getting there. Um, I'm gonna give give them a little bit of a highlight. Come on, white. A little bit more highlight there. A little bits of lines going around the outside. She has different styles of lines, but I figured this would work. Let's put a little bit of highlights above his eyes. Little eyebrows, right? Hoot. And little bits of white in the purple. I want to make the moon white. I will come back in and highlight that. Little bits of white in the little wings. And maybe a little bit of white in the iris. And I think he came out pretty cool. I probably will give this a dark edge. It was a 2-hour project. Oh my goodness. I think he came out pretty cool with all of the mixed media, the different types of painting. I haven't done this type of painting in so long, but I want to thank each and every one of you for staying with me. It's been 2 hours. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your time today. And I want to say thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And again, check out Tamara Laporte at willowing.org. She has so many different types of projects like this that if you enjoyed this, she has tons more. So from my quiet corner to yours, happy arting. Thank you, everybody. Bye.